Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back through Day the Crypto News and Analysis, and today we're going to be talking about Ripple and XRP. So let's just dive in and let's talk about a few things. At the current moment in time, as I am recording this video, Bitcoin is creeping up a little bit above 21K upon the Fed, of course, announcing their balance sheets and really kind of talking in depth on things. For the most part, like, the market is not doing too bad. Like, for the most part, like, we're sitting at around roughly $922.67 billion, up about 4.28%. Bitcoin up about 5%, Ethereum up almost 8%, and of course XRP is slightly up about roughly almost 3% on the 24-hour span. Again, I'm still, watching the demand zones and really kind of still accumulating here and there. I have been, averaging into some positions on the 24-hour span, or I should say even on the 7-day span. We are seeing those DeFi tokens continue their major moves up. Storage is now up 117%. It is truly remarkable, and I'm very happy about my Uniswap position, as we are up about 42% on the 7-day span. I'm definitely looking for some nice little rallies here and there to make some, nice profits. That way we could, again, funnel them into, the next major low that we will see, because I don't believe that the Bitcoin bottom is in yet, but that is why we have been averaging in, just because if the bottom is in, at least we are in those nice positions. Now, let's talk about a few things happening around Ripple. So first off, we did see an announcement from Brad Garlinghouse saying that he was at the Collision conference. We do see a packed day at Collision HQ, starting with Lucinda Shen, covering all things crypto winter, culture, hiring, and Ripple's new Toronto, hub. And we do see ending with, Glitchfield getting into the weeds on how the crypto industry and regulators can work together on sensible, clear policies. The funny thing about this, right, is that, like, we really kind of address, regulations for the most part as, like, a major stepping stone in this market, because it is going to be the key that really kind of unlocks those massive floodgates. I've always said, there's large players waiting on the outside for regulations to be ushered in. Even SBI with XRP has said it themselves that they are still waiting on the sidelines to truly utilize XRP's main potential and power behind on-demand liquidity, and they're just waiting for regulations. That's all they are waiting for. So just imagine the amount of demand here. Also, we did see just recently Ripple post saying, our own Tony Welfare, CBDC senior advisor, or Anthony Welfare, spoke with the papers about the future of money, DeFi, and business applications of NFTs. Read more. Now, talking about NFTs, I just want to be, fully transparent here and actually plug that I just recently uploaded a video on XRP talking about how NFTs could essentially become a $400 trillion plus market disruptor. If you guys do want to go check out that video, guys are more than welcome to go check out my NFT, YouTube channel down in the description below, as well as in the comments below. But they are saying, again, the key role here, for blockchain use cases like payments and DeFi and the token types in transforming the future of money. And this is essentially going to happen through tokenization, the future of money, tokenizing the future of innovation with CBDC, stablecoins, and digital assets. And this will most likely all flood over the XRP ledger. Again, remember, those private ledgers are something to really kind of look at in regards to, mass adoption, because these central banks are not going to be, launching on public ledgers. No, they are going to be utilizing something like the XRP ledger, but, launch it on the private ledger base point on that, which of course we've seen happen already on the XRP ledger going back to, like, even 2021. So you love to see that, and it really kind of clarifies exactly where we will essentially see this market head to. Again, remember, I've mentioned quant multiple times in my videos, simply because when we really kind of look at the future of this market, it is going to be a multi-DLT dominated market where we will see multiple DLTs truly shaping up to be the future key players and, basically have massive roles to play in the future of finance. Again, I do believe that the XRP ledger will be a huge player here, as well as we do see, partnership after partnership, from Ripple side with massive financial institutional giants. Also, again, from Ripple, they are posting this overall PDF file yet again. Now, this white paper I actually do have, and this is talking about SMEs. SME companies, present a relatively underserviced customer segment in cross-border payments. Over 70% attribute, accepted new forms of digital payments as fundamental for growth. And of course, when we really kind of look at this, yes, they have been focusing on the SME market for the longest time now, even going back to like the inception of like line of credit with XRP. And it's no, brainer why they are focusing on this. First off, just in general, they represent 90% of all business and provide more than half of the world's, employment. So this is a large area to focus on. Also, not to mention that it is a 17 trillion estimated SME cross-border payment flows in 2022. Again, very, very large market. 76% new revenue in merchants related payment sector in the U.S. associated with SMEs as well. We actually do see that statistic here. Yeah, it's truly something remarkable. Also, they are mentioning the $156 trillion estimated SME contribution to cross-border payments by 2022. By 2025, I think it was like 2025 or by 2027, they're predicting that this payment flow will actually reach over $250 trillion. And again, these are underserved areas. There's $5.2 trillion estimated unmet financing need of micro, small, and medium-sized enterprises in emerging markets. This is something that we look at because we are basically providing line of credit and liquidity to these SMEs. That is what the line of credit use case from XRP, or I should say sourcing XRP, was from Ripple SidePoint. And this is $5.2 trillion. This is why the market cap of XRP is going to rapidly increase going forward. I've always said, like, once we do see regulations ushered in, it's going to change the entire landscape of what XRP actually is going to become. And also, 70% of small business, state that accepting new forms of digital payments is fundamental to growth in 2022. We do see, the pain points down here, and of course we know that XRP solves that. So, again, pay attention to this. Also, Fedwire, Volante Technologies, XRP, $1 quadrillion annual settlement. This is absolutely massive. I just recently did a video talking to you guys about the connections between Volante with Ripple and, of course, XRP. And we do see here, by automating wire processing with Volante's Fedwire as a service in the cloud, the bank will benefit from resilient, reliable, and scalable payments technology. Remember, Fedwire does go live in 2023. They will be able to smoothly handle increasing wire volumes and ensure that their customers' wires are never missed, duplicated, or delayed. And of course, we do see over here, hello, Volante Tech. Will XRP be a possible settlement mechanism for this platform? Thank you. This goes back to 2020. We do see Volante responding, saying Volante's platform can be utilized to settle through XRP via Ripple connection. We can't wait to get more banks on board. Now, of course, they do say can be, but in my opinion, it will be. And the reason why is because the efficiencies are far too big to ignore. And of course, we do see Lynn Alden here talking about Fedwire performs about 200 million transactions per year, averaging about 5 million per transaction, resulting in over roughly $1 quadrillion in annual gross settlement value. This is also why I've told you guys so many times, stop boxing yourself in when talking about market cap. We are targeting massive amounts of capital. Settlement, real-time instant settlement is going to be the thing going forward within the financial, markets. Remember what I've said time and time again. XRP, in terms of its value, in terms of its potential, is truly limitless. And also, in regards to $1 quadrillion in, again, disruption from XRP's side, yeah, we will essentially target this amount of money probably around like the 2023 to 2025 timeline. It is also a perfect timeline to really kind of see where we are in, terms of like regulations, as we do see even ISO 222 going live in November. It's going to be an interesting year going forward. It's also going to be a very, very interesting time after 2022. 2023 and beyond is going to be a very, very interesting time to be in crypto and also to be invested into these, puzzle pieces that are essentially, creating the future of finance and the future, financial market. Now, also, we did see from Kevin Cage, he's mentioning, BNY here from PolySign. because of course just recently Blockworks, mentioned top 10 world's biggest custodians. BNY Mellon, for an example, is at $45 trillion. And of course, he's targeting, or he's mentioning, this Tim Keeney guy, who is the vice chairman, retired vice chairman of BNY Mellon. Now, I actually do have PolySign open over here. Interesting enough, of course, when we really kind of look at this, the opportunity of a generation. Our mission at PolySign is to drive global use of digital assets by building best-in-class infrastructure that enables institutions to secure and transact in digital assets across the capital markets and payment sectors. And of course, leading blockchain architects Arthur Brito and David Schwartz designed PolySign's technology engine for securing digital assets. We'll most likely see this as an off-ramp within the Ripple network, which I've kind of mentioned here and there, which is still going to be very large for XRP's value. But this is what I wanted to show you guys. So here is Tim Keeney, vice chairman, like I said, retired vice chairman of BNY Mellon, led an organization of 25,000 people responsible for custodian 25% of global institutional assets. This is huge. Also, of course, you do see all of the other names here, like, for example, David Schwartz and also Arthur Brito, which have direct connections to, of course, XRP, which I don't really need to tell you guys about. I'm sure that you guys already know that. But yeah, I mean, this is going to most likely be an off-ramp within Ripple, and a large amount of individuals are also talking about this, like, can someone explain this to me? Is PolySign a different entity to Ripple and taking their name? There's a, reason PolySign is kind of, super secret right now. I'm fairly certain PolySign will end up being an off-ramp for XRP and certain digital assets. You will probably end up being able to stake your ledger/wallet with PolySign for significant interest rates. It is something interesting here, but I will say, like, PolySign has been one of the most, I would say it's been like swept under the rug, if you will. Not a lot of people really kind of talk to you guys about PolySign. But I think that this is, a company that we should be focusing on, especially in terms of what they are focusing on in general with, institutional investors and large banks. Also, we do see like raising the standard in regulation and compliance. And of course, relationships come first, custody at the core as well. This is going to be interesting. I definitely will say, like, if you are in the XRP community, if you're investing in XRP, definitely pay attention to PolySign. And of course, last but not least, I just want to wrap this video up with saying this. With everything that we have been talking about in regards to XRP, and we talk about market cap, and we really kind of talk about where we are headed, I want you guys to understand that we are going after some very, very large names. For an example, like even the $1 quadrillion, right? Even half of that, even 25% of that is large. Even the opportunities around, cross-border payments, when we really kind of look at this from the perspective on like $156 trillion, even like, again, 1% or 10% of that is enough to push us to some nice, great heights. But also, you see how fast these markets are growing. This is also how fast crypto will essentially grow. Remember, we are under $1 trillion market cap right now, and we hit $3 trillion for the all-time high just recently. We are still very early when you look at the overall demand figures around use cases within the SME area, within the financial markets. We are essentially seeing the revolution of a lifetime before our eyes of an evident change in the financial markets. We will see the entire financial infrastructure that we are used to running on for over, we're talking years on top of years on top of years. We are disrupting legacy systems that have been here forever now. And it's going to usher us in to an efficient digital age of finance and payments. And guys, we are investing into pieces of the puzzle, pieces that will make the system run. This is why I've said, pay attention to what Ripple is doing with XRP, especially as we are seeing regulations being at the forefront of things, and we are basically also seeing the SEC lawsuit almost nearly come to an end. So we are nearly there, guys. We are so close. And with that being said, I hope that you guys enjoyed this. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on if you guys want more free content. You guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. As always, after you all have a beautiful day or beautiful night, wherever you guys are in this beautiful world. It's been Nick. Peace out, guys.